Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into something really powerful, a timeless principle for prosperity. Honestly, it's like a key that can help you unlock the abundance that you were always meant to have. All right, so here's what we've got on tap. First, we're going to uncover the true source of, well, everything. Then, we'll get clear on what it is, and the best part, how to actually activate it in your life. From there, it's all about shifting your mindset and finishing with a really powerful declaration of prosperity. Let's jump right in. Okay, let's start at the very beginning, with the origin of all creation. The answer to this next question is, well, it's the key to everything else we're going to talk about. Seriously, take a second and think about it. Where does everything really come from? I'm talking about the money in your bank, the house you live in, the car you drive, all of it. The answer might surprise you with how simple it is, but man, is it powerful. Believe it or not, it all comes from just one place, a single, invisible, primordial spiritual substance. This is the raw material, the spiritual stuff, that everything in our world is made from. Our thoughts, our bodies, our homes, you name it. I absolutely love this comparison. Just think about radio waves, right? They pass straight through solid walls like they're not even there. Well, this spiritual substance is exactly like that. It is everywhere, all the time, and nothing, no physical barrier, can stop it. It's truly omnipresent. All right, so let's dig a little deeper and get super clear on what this substance is, and maybe even more importantly, what it is not. Getting this distinction right is absolutely crucial. So here's the key takeaway. Substance isn't the thing you can see and touch. No, it's the reality behind the thing. It's the invisible cause that gives every single visible effect its very existence. Here's a fantastic way to picture this. Imagine you're looking at a magazine. We naturally focus on the pictures, right? That's what we call matter, the effect. But the real power, the true cause, is the paper itself. Without the paper, the substance, those pictures just couldn't exist, could they? And this is where an ancient scripture just nails it. It says that faith is the substance of things hoped for. So our faith, that's the actual spiritual material. It's the connector that lets us tap into this unseen, formless source and bring forth everything we desire. Okay, now we're getting to the really good stuff. This is where it gets exciting. How do we actually connect with this substance? How do we command it and make it work for us in our own lives? Well, the whole creative process really boils down to three simple but powerful steps. You can think of it like a trinity of action. First, your faith has to believe. Second, your mind thinks and impresses that desire onto the substance. And third, your words speak it into existence. And this is the exact principle Jesus taught. It's a promise, really. He said that your firm, unwavering belief, the kind you hold deep in your heart, without any doubt, that's the very thing that activates this universal law on your behalf. Now, this next part is so important to really let sink in. It means your true security isn't in your bank account or your job or what the economy is doing. No way. Your real, unshakable security is found in your conscious connection to this unchanging, unlimited source that is always available to you. So how do we build on this? Well, like any great principle, the biggest and most important work isn't something you do out there. It's an inside job. It happens right here within our own mind and consciousness. In one simple, elegant phrase, Jesus gave us one of the most profound lessons on prosperity that has ever been taught. And yet, it's a lesson that so many people completely miss. So here's the crucial question you have to ask yourself. Are you looking for the goose that lays the golden eggs? Or are you just running around frantically chasing the eggs themselves? See, when you focus on the cause, on the source, all the effects, like money and opportunities, they just follow naturally. Okay, but this brings up a really fair and logical question, right? If this abundant substance is everywhere, all around us, why on earth do so many people experience poverty and lack? The answer you'll see is actually very direct. It's because the power itself is neutral. It's always working, 24/7. The issue is it can only respond to the instructions we give it. So when our dominant thoughts are filled with doubt and worry and fear of not having enough, Well, we're basically unconsciously instructing this substance to create more of exactly that, more lack. All right, let's bring all this home. Let's turn this powerful principle into something practical, a declaration and an immediate action you can start taking the second this is over. Your very first step is this. You have to change the conversation. I mean the one you're having inside your own head and the one you're having with other people. Starting right now, today, you have to refuse to give your voice and your energy to lack. Just remember, your source is absolutely unlimited. And you can start by affirming this new reality. Look, this isn't just wishful thinking. When you declare this, you are actively acknowledging that you exist in the very center of a creative mind that is at work right now, this very second, producing the very thing you're holding in your thoughts. And here's something you can do today. This is a truly potent spiritual act that can literally change the energy around your finances. I want you to actually lay your hand on your purse or your wallet. And when you do, don't see it as empty or lacking. Instead, mentally see it just filled to the brim with this living, spiritual substance, just waiting to take form. And this last thought is your call to action. By blessing the supply you already have, you quicken the life in it. They're literally transforming it from just paper and numbers into a living, intelligent servant that works for you. So go ahead, bless everything in your world, and then just confidently watch as it responds, as it increases, and as it multiplies.